are doing very, very well. Today I was going to be rambling about my thoughts on Game of Thrones. So if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, warning, spoilers. If you haven't seen all 8 seasons, or, if you don't have any interest in ever watching it, I mean, you can stay, it's up to you. But yeah, I will be talking about all 8 seasons. So, spoiler warning. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. I apologize in advance for any background noise. There is some car engine going on, and I don't know what that's about. And my furnace, as usual. But I didn't want to wait for the car engine to stop because someone is sick in my house and it is non-stop hacking. But I think they're taking a nap right now, so fingers crossed that I've got some time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. The video. I also have one of my crystals and the Game of Thrones book I figured we would tap on throughout the rambling. But yeah, let's get right into my thoughts. To be fair, it has been about 4 months, I want to say, since I watched season 1. So I'm not too sure on some of the details, but I'm gonna give some notes that I remember, because I finished the series a month ago, and then I started True Blood, so I kind of have True Blood brain rot right now. But season 1 of Game of Thrones, some things I wish they would have changed. I wish they would have made Ned Stark a better character, because I felt like he had potential, but then he just at the end. So it's why was there such this build up for then his character to go nowhere? And of course, I haven't read the books, so I don't know how this timeline feels in book format. But just going off of the TV show, my views on that. Yeah, I wish Ned Stark would have been more important. I pretty much liked Jon Snow and Daenerys since the beginning. I can't remember how much Daenerys was in season 1, but I'm pretty sure she was a big part in season 2, I believe. But I remember loving Daenerys' character in the beginning. Season 1 and 2, I thought, and 3, I thought she was really good. She was a great character. I absolutely love the scene when she has the dragon eggs and she goes into the fire, and then she comes out with, the fire gets put out and she's just sitting there with her little baby dragons. I think that's such a good scene. And what's his name? Jaros or something? Sir, the one dude that hangs around with her that has a crush on her, but then they never get together. My man was robbed. Absolutely robbed. Oh, so rude. I wanted them to end up together, but they never do. So that sucked. Honestly rude. Listen, I get that Jon Snow is cool and all, and he's got a title, but now what was the point in making them get together and then being oh, actually, I'm your nephew? Dude, is there not enough of that in the show already with the twins? And something I don't understand. They make you want to hate Jaime's character from the very beginning, but then they try and do some redemption arc for him when he meets Brienne. It's no, I've seen what you do with your sister. Why in the world you had Brienne of Tarth, and you decided, no, I need to go back to my bald sister. Crazy. I loved Tyrion. Tyrion was one of my favorites throughout the entire show. Slay. Great character. I feel like all around he was probably like the most solid character, I feel. Also, it was so rude that Brienne had the choice between Jaime and the one wildling guy, and she chose Jaime. In what world? In absolutely what world? Because not this one. No. You're wrong. I extremely disagree. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to me. I thought he was cute. I mean, he likes his alcohol, but like, I don't know. He would never pull what Jaime pulled. Leaving for his sister. And not in a family way. Oh my goodness. But I hated Cersei's character. I feel like Cersei was an interesting character in the beginning. And then, like, once she took over, like, power just consumed her. But it was, like, not interesting. Like, she was just, like, evil. And, in the beginning, Sansa with Joffrey was excruciating. I could not stand how Sansa acted. Like, she was just willing to throw her dad out the window, everything. Oh, you know, Joffrey, I want to be a queen. Okay. Alright. I know Joffrey is a character that you're, like, meant to hate. He's just there for you to hate, really. And, mission successful, dude. He was a pill to swallow. But, side note, I love the name Cersei. It's great. But, I don't know. I understand why Cersei didn't like Tyrion. But, bro, calm down. He didn't murder your son. I promise. And honestly, I really liked Littlefinger's character. He was like a bad guy, but I don't know. I thought it was like he was surprisingly interesting. And I don't know, with Sansa and everything, I thought that was like a really good storyline. I'm also not sure like the consensus here on like what fans think of certain topics. Also, my cord keeps hitting my zipper. I don't know if you can hear that. Sorry, that's annoying. But yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like most people don't like Sansa though. I thought Arya's character was really good. But then they went to do. Hey, here's something I don't understand. I don't understand why they did the whole, oh yeah, she can now change faces. That they literally put that to use like twice or something. And then towards the end of the show, they just forgot all about that. Nah, changing faces. No, she doesn't do that anymore. Okay, why was it such like a big thing? But also, Queen. I wasn't expecting for Arya to be the one to like end the White Walkers. But Queen, pop off. Oh, dude. Bran's character. I loved his storyline. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so good. They're doing this big thing with the three-eyed raven and his journey with the two other people. And it's like, and Hodor. Hold the door. They had that big storyline. And I was like, oh, useless. Besides for just telling John that, oh yeah, you know, that girl you've been with, that's actually your aunt. Or aunt, however you want to say it. It's like, what? What was the point? I was expecting so much more. I don't know if that's... because I don't think that's been written in the books. Because I'm pretty sure the stuff that was in the last season wasn't from a book. I don't know if stuff from season 7 was from a book. But I know the stuff from 8 wasn't. But, that was stupid. That was a major letdown for me. Because I thought his character was really cool. Because he went through this traumatic event, and he's doing this big, long journey. Super difficult with these other people. And the other people sacrifice themselves for him, and it's just like, what? I'm the three-eyed raven. I'm stoic. I can't. I'm not Bran anymore. Please. Oh, that's such a waste. I don't know. How'd you guys feel about that story? That storyline with Bran? I did like the little creatures, and I wish they would have made those a bigger part. The creatures that like originally created the White Walkers. I thought that they were interesting, but then they also weren't a big part of anything. They just kind of showed up for a little bit, and then I don't know. I can't remember what happened. If they just, or if they decided to not include them anymore. Daenerys' character really was a letdown as well. I feel like that's how it is for most of the characters. Like, it was just like a letdown for most of them the more this series went on. And I didn't even get to know Ned Stark enough to even care about his character, so I just thought season 1 was kind of boring. I thought it was a lot of build up, and then it was just like a character I hardly knew dies. And I love that there was a 1 Stark kid that was literally useless. He was like not in the show at all, besides for just one scene where they you know, that was all he was good for. I know all of the scenes with like the fire I thought were cool with Daenerys, because I think there's 2 different scenes where she is like engulfed in flames, and like she's been through all of that just to get betrayed by Jon. Girl. And it didn't. I don't know why he betrayed her, honestly. Because I feel like maybe I'm crazy for this, but I feel like they made it a really big deal to be like, she's never gonna stop. Oh, she's turning into a crazy Targaryen. There's no stopping her. She's gonna destroy the whole world. But like, I don't know. I feel like most of her actions were justified. Yeah, you shouldn't have, you know, went a little crazy with your dragon on the whole town or whatever, but forgive and forget. And I don't, would all of her followers really have been okay with like Jon just killing her? As like, would there not have been like people trying to attack him? I don't know, because like they're loyal to her. But I don't know, it ended how it ended. So I don't, do people actually like the ending? I didn't think it was as bad as everyone said, but there was definitely a steady decline throughout the show. Oh, well, it was like season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, you know, and then it would just boom. I think it peaked at like season 5. was even worse than the end of season 8. Something about that last episode I just could not stand. I don't even know, it was just like boring, and I was expecting things to happen because there was such like a big drawn out thing with the White Walkers. I feel like that lasted too long. Like their main thing was like dealing with the White Walkers, and it lasted for ages to the point where I didn't even care anymore. By the time they actually defeated the White Walkers, I was like bored of it. I feel like that show really didn't have a lot of storylines or like different major events happening, because it was kind of just like they find out about the White Walkers, and then that's a big thing for a long time, and then oh yeah, Daenerys is gonna take over. I don't know. That was weird to me. It was such like a long, drawn out process with the White Walkers, and I didn't even think they looked that cool. And listen, because it took so long for them to do anything, I got bored. And the dragons, I thought the dragons were kind of lame. Not her dragons, not Daenerys' dragons. I thought they were cool, but when it turned into a White Walker, I was like, oh, give me a break, man. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. I thought that was annoying. When they're like pulling the dragon out of the water. Please. Don't. Stop. I don't know. I feel like that was definitely a scene where you were supposed to be like, oh my god, no way. And I was just like, oh my god, no way. But that's probably just a me thing. I don't know. Sometimes when shows get like too stuck on one specific topic for like multiple seasons, I'm like, dude, can you just do it already? This is like, what are we doing? What's happening? Just cut to the chase. But with shows like True Blood, I feel like they change the subjects way too often. It's like, okay, calm down. There's too many characters being added. There's too much. And that's one thing I'll say about Game of Thrones. They didn't really do that weird adding in a bunch of characters. Like most of the time it just stuck to the characters that you knew. But I hate it when shows add like unnecessary characters. Like they'll add huge groups of new people. It's like, why would I want this? Why would I want a giant group of new people? And I feel like when they did that, like when they would go to the wildlings and everything, I feel like that was done in a way where it wasn't obnoxious. Like, you could tell they weren't going to be like main character material, and they were just like kind of there for a story, so I didn't mind that. But I don't like it when they bring on like new main characters like halfway into a season, and it's like, what are you doing here? Yeah, I don't know you. But yeah, Game of Thrones wasn't too bad about that. Also, I thought they were gonna make more use of the Direwolves, but they didn't. They really weren't that important, and I was really shocked by that. Like, because in the beginning, they made like a big thing of like each one of the kids got a direwolf, and then it just kind of, it was like it was Jon Snow's direwolf that a little more than the rest, and then Bran, I forget what the names were. I want to say it was like Sunshine or something, but I don't think that's right. But yeah, I wanted them to be a bigger part of the story. But I think Bran's was the one that was in it the most. I don't even know what happened to the others. Did they? I don't know. Shame, honestly. I thought they were like just as cool as the dragons. I still haven't read this, by the way. Also, I picked the Carnelian to Thrones is finished. Like the books, I don't think they're finished, right? I don't believe they are. I'm trying to remember if there's any more topics that I want to touch on about what I thought of Game of Thrones. It's been so long since I watched this show, I don't remember some of the earlier bits. Oh, and why did they add on that dude that was Daenerys's, like, boy toy for a little bit? He, like, served no purpose, and also they changed his actor. And, like, it was this dude with super long hair, and I don't think he had facial hair. And then all of a sudden, he has, like, mid-length hair and a beard. It's like, oh. I didn't even know at first that it was supposed to be the same person because I hardly pay attention to names. So that it was just this new guy, and I was like, who's that? And then he just disappears. They send him off. And I saw people saying how they liked when Daenerys' hair was like kind of messy, like it was still fancy and everything, but not as pristine. And then, like, during the later seasons, it's like perfectly crisp braids. And I did think, I was like, that looks a little too neat. But all of her hair was pretty. I love the wigs that they used on her. I love the, like, set of Game of Thrones. I thought everything was very pretty, the costumes, everything, very pretty. I'm super into, like, that style. And honestly, I feel like they used, like, the skeletons and the, like, other people, not like the White Walkers. I mean, like, not like the main White Walkers. I wish they would have used the main White Walkers more than the, like, people they resurrected or whatever. I thought that was weird. Because really, you only see them a few times, if I'm remembering correctly. I liked the one dude that was John's friend. And then they met that one girl in the woods and rescued her. I forget her name. And she had a baby. Oh, his name was Sam. Because I remember they named the baby, like, after Sam. I thought that was cute. I liked them. And I know her from Skins. And I like that actress. I don't really have too much else that I want to say. And excuse me, Daenerys went through all that just to get stabbed in, like, the most, like, non-emotional way. Like, it could have been so much more dramatic, I feel. But then it was just kind of like, whoop, that's done. Okay, that's fine. I also did get spoiled on a lot of this show while I was watching the show. And excuse me, we're gonna put to a vote who the next king is. What? That's not okay. Oh, sure. Just changing the rules up like that. And Bran. All this for Bran to be king? You're kidding. That was his greater purpose that he's serving, to be king. Dude, he barely says 2 words. see more like little ramble videos like this about like different shows I've watched or shows I'm currently